What the legislature did this year was say to the insurance companies, if we have the big one and we have to make assessments, you'll have some time to pay them.
Absolutely. That was a great move by our state.
And why is that good?
Because insurance companies need to shore up their surplus money in the bank to pay claims. That's what surplus is. It doesn't mean just extra money laying around. It's money earmarked to pay claims. In order to do that, they want to hold on to that so when the claims occur, they can write the checks they need to. Under the old law, they would have to write a check to the state to help bail out other companies that may go down because they didn't have enough money in the bank. By reducing that assessment, it gave consumers the ability not to have to pay it and gave companies the ability to hold on their money to pay claims to keep their promises.
All right, seems to be two camps out there in terms of what should we charge for assessments and that. There's the one camp that's we're going to pay it all later. If we've got to pay it, we're going to pay it all later, versus the camp of let's pay it all up front, and somewhere in the middle is probably better for policyholders.
True. There are those that believe there's rates up front and there's assessments on the back end. Some believe
and
that
those assessments are there when the rates don't cover the losses.
Exactly. Assessments are another word is tax. After the big storm hits, let's say the big one hits, it goes up through Miami and up through Tampa, that could be a $50 billion storm. Companies would have to take a hard look at their finances. There may be some companies that won't be able to survive that, and because they haven't had rates up front, then that surplus would go away. What I believe that the governor is trying to do is to strike the balance between what is the right rate and what is the right tax on the back end, and we haven't quite got there yet, but we're working on it.
All right, no one really wants to pay for something you're not using right now, though, right? And isn't that the crux of it?
That's the rub of it. Consumers need to understand. It's hard to understand. I hear all the time, I pay my insurance premiums every year, I never have a claim. You really don't ever want to have a claim. You want your insurance company to be there when you need them, and if people feel like they can't get that claim paid, it's a very frightening feeling, but it's hard to write that check every month through their mortgage company or on their own. So there is a balance between what is the right rate, what is needed to give these companies the ability to pay their claims, and how can we lower that tax on the back end.